And like I said, when I first pulled these cards, I thought, well, this could very much apply to this first card because this is the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles is about sharing, your abundance, and it can be very, very highly received. All right. And I did say earlier that it could be about divine receiving. So it could be someone sharing their abundance with you or you sharing it with others. And I tell you another part where the righteous could come into play. Just saying is, do you see this guy? He's standing here. She's giving out some coins, and there's one woman in blue. She's very much feels like to me she's the onlooker of these two. She's like the divine, I don't know if I'd call her goddess, but she's trustworthy and honest. And here this guy is, though, excuse me, and he's holding out one hand and he has the other hand behind his back. So what is it that he's trying to hide? Does he already have the funds and he's just asking for more and he doesn't really need that or need more? So again, the caution is to determine what is the right amount to be giving to and who is the right person to receive the money. If you're giving a loan or a gift, it can be a gift for someone you love for graduation or wedding, or it can be, maybe someone that you feel like needs it. If you see them, and they're out on the street with the signs, you know how that goes. But it's about supporting others through your prosperity or your feeling supported by others. So just the righteous could be coming in the form of who is the right person. That RIGHT keeps coming up. Sorry about that. But who are the people that could benefit the most from a giving scenario? All right. And this is a woodpecker right here, by the way. And the woodpecker is for generosity, growth. And so he's watching from this tree. He's really observing, isn't he? As is this woman in blue. To me, it feels like between these two where the conflict is. You know how in a play or a movie or a book, there's always a conflict to the story. The ending can come out perfect. Everyone's happy. But to be a good story, there's a conflict. And you guys know about this stuff. And so she feels like she's in support of this woman, and she's watching who this woman is giving money to. So I'm just saying, be discerning. All right. Okay. So the next card that comes up is, beside that one, is the Nine of Wands. And this usually means to me, look how guarded he is. He's like, he has his home behind him. It has the gold thatched roof and the purple flowers over there in the left for psychic ability. And in fact, here's a spiritual guide right here. He has everything he needs. His job security is earned, but he feels real defensive about it, doesn't he? Like, no, I'm watching everything I have with the closest eye. I'm watching who comes around me. I'm feeling suspicious of the motives of others. And it could be that comes out of this card. Again, here we go with the righteous. But maybe, someone has your attention because maybe they haven't been, of moral value, or I shouldn't say it that way, or they have gotten your attention because they've been of suspicion to you for some reason, employees around you, coworkers. You may have the desire to take responsibility for work completed and succeed without the interference of this person or these people, but you're feeling there's a feeling of being guarded around your work. But again, you do have everything you need. So obviously for some of you guys, this can mean, again, with trademarks, publishing rights, any type of legal documents or creative endeavors. It could either be both. Legal documents being signed, getting the right people behind you and support you, creative ventures that you're keeping, under the table for right now. Excuse me, right now. My voice went kind of shaky then. Okay, so I pay attention to everything. I said, right now, creative ventures. You're not yet. This is funny. You're not yet ready to express those, obviously, from my words and from my voice. Whatever it is, whatever ideas you have or motives you have, it's not quite ready yet because my voice got a little weak and then I said my words wrong. So I pay attention to those things. Just you're getting guidance. So of course you'll know the right time to not feel being offensive any longer. There's a reason why you're doing that, Leo. So, and I get it. I mean, it's, part of life. Sometimes we do need to feel guarded. And if this doesn't resonate with you, watch your moon and rising as well. Some of it might, and then some of it might, you may resonate with your moon and rising sign. Plus, they always give you more information. Too, one other thing it might be is your past success has been noticed, but you're getting envy from others. So if you feel that other people around you, because there's something about others around you, or you feel like you have to be guarded again, it could be that. All right. Just saying. Below him is the King of Chalices. And so this could be a water sign, a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising. And this is a guy he's mastered the art of emotions. It could be a social invitation, and I invite you that if there's a casual invitation to join like a business meeting or people gathering to talk about business, you never know what you're going to get out of those things, especially if it is casual, because it's the King of Cups. So he's a cheery guy. He's not going to be too formal, or it's not going to be too formal of an event. If it is, well, then go in with a casual attitude, I guess is what I want to say. And it could be, there's food, there's drink, there's flowers, and it could be an event, it could be a social invitation, or it can be, like I said, one of the water signs that can be very supportive of you, actually. He may be a healer, he may be a physician, he may be a professional, like I said, in the business field, the medical field, a mentor, a tutor. So, maybe he's guiding you in some form or fashion, or this is a social invitation from him or his place of home, or he's opening up for a party. Maybe you're going to a party where there's some people that are interesting. I feel like it's going to be interesting by the time you leave. You're going to say, wow, I'm glad I went to that. So always, and too, as the water signs do, and you guys are good at this, use your intuition about, the situation, and always, especially with this scenario as well. But with any social invitation that you get, because I do feel like you'll get one with a business aspect. All right, and then this card that came up right here, and I like to look at everything side by side, cat a corner and everything, is the High Priestess, and she's a major arcana card. And I love the High Priestess card because she is about her inner goddess. She trusts her intuition as a gift from the goddess, her inner goddess, and she uses it to open the gateway to wisdom. So she wants to discern the appropriate path to follow so she can gain enlightenment. See how the moon is bright up there, and sorry, I keep moving this in light. And so it's a full moon, and she's paying attention to intuitive hits she's receiving, and this ceremony or this rite she's carrying out. It's like magic. We just had the solar eclipse new moon. We will have a full moon coming up here in a couple of weeks. I'm doing this on the 28th of February. So the new moon, the solar eclipse, was in Pisces, and that was about releasing emotions. And she very much is in tune with her emotions and her inner guidance. She embodies that. So it feels like this card is saying, this Major Arcana card is saying, we want you all to pay attention to your inner speak, your inner guidance. Truths can come out when she's around, when you pay attention to that, hidden truths. So that might be around this, feeling defensive here, but and realizing what the inner truths are and receiving inspiration around that. I wanted to say something about this king too, or this social event. Always the caution here with this is not to overdo it, right? So if you do go to this social event, or it is one and it's a party, it's just like not to overeat, not to overdrink, overtalk. There may be some listening, some good listening involved, because someone may say something to you that sparks your imagination, sparks your inspiration, and this could lead to a business deal. Just saying. He could also, be supportive of you of giving to charity. This could be a charitable man. All right. Okay, so before I go to the clarifying cards, what I've been doing is pulling one from a regular deck of cards. I've had this deck of cards forever. And what is the right card for Leo? And this is the Four of Cups. Well, 4 is about foundation, as you know, and the Four of Cups is very much the card of, 4 is about, am I restless? Am I happy with where I am? And it's very much of wanting to see more creativity in your life, because it's kind of like, if you think about the Four of Cups, she's kind of looking past those and like, another cup is being given to her. I think there's 3 cups in the original tarot that are on the stone or the wedge beside her, and another cup is angelically being given to her in the artwork, if you remember that. And she's like, no, that doesn't make me happy either. So it's wanting to be, to me, it oftentimes feeling inspired, actually, seeking something more, or desire to feel revitalized. And that might come from this. Maybe you're guarded because of a reason, but you're getting divine inspiration from the High Priestess and from this King of Chalices. I really like that he's there. Okay, and then I'm going to pull some clarifying cards from the same deck that I'm using. And let's see what this is. The Seven of Chalices. All right, so some cup cards, you guys, including this one. The Seven of Cups is about being restless or not knowing which opportunity to take. There could be a multitude of opportunities in front of you, and you're sort of like, you're not really in your body. You're like fantasizing. Which one would be great? Oh, this one would be wonderful. So many opportunities. So get grounded. Know which is the best for you, because some may be offered. You could have some social engagements. I was talking about this, some social opportunities. Something may be offered to you of employment. But decide which is best for your own guidance. You see how there's more fairies around her right shoulder? So listen to that divine guidance. Now, some of you have been guarded. You feel like you've been analytical or at least practical, but you've like he's gotten out of the woods and he made it through that. Whew. So some of you are, you've had to be shrewd in your planning. Let's just say that. But wishes come up. 9 of Cups, again, another cup card about wishes being fulfilled. And as you can see from the mantle, there's many different shapes and different copper, gold, types of pewter and all of that materials that are being used. So this could be feeling good about your work, a wish coming true about that, or a contract coming through, a house being built, house being remodeled. Your health becomes better. If you've had a health situation, contract of employment. So many things can come from this. Yeah, you're needing to let go of some old situations, old ideas, get past the worry, get past the pain, what doesn't serve you. She's also doing a ritual too. There's the 10 swords around her, and she's like, has this cauldron and this fire, and she's just sending all of her worries up in smoke. She's like, that's it. That's all. I'm done. I'm ready for some new stuff. I feel like you are, Leo. And guess what comes up? It's called the Earth Mother in this particular deck. And see how she's, which is the Empress, and see how she's pregnant and getting ready to give birth. So you're ready for new creativity. You're ready for new birth of ideas. You're ready for new. And I feel like since she's the major arcana card of, it could be birth of a baby, but it is birth and rebirth. And I feel like a lot of you are ready for that creative or inspirational outlook that you've been seeking. Okay? All right, so I'm going to add up the 4 cards, original 4 cards for you. And we have the 6 and the 9 is 15, 16, 17, 18. Let me do that again. The court cards are always 1. So 1, 2 is 3, and 9 is 12, and 6 is 18. And that is right. So 1 and 8 is 9, of course. And 9 in numerology is about being compassionate, being loving, being giving, generous, but feeling completion around that. Feeling, again, who, in a way, it's a multiple of 3, which is there's 6 and 9. But knowing who to be generous around, be generous with. And the 19 in the traditional tarot is the Sun card. Or excuse me, this is 18. Sorry about that, you guys. The 18 is the Moon card. And the Moon card is about following that scary path, making sure that, you use your intuition while doing so. It's trusting your instincts and knowing that these are beneficial, and making sure that you don't look just at the surface of things. Being able to look at the hidden truths. And that's how this High Priestess can also help you out. I feel like there's some hidden truths you need to know about, or that you find out about. It's okay. It's just more clarity for you to embark upon. So look for those hidden truths. Okay. And again, psychic awareness around this. So around the Moon card, which came up here, and in these fairy cards that we've seen.